Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Candela. I'm a hypnotherapist and a transformation coach. Welcome to my channel. You're about to listen to a recording of one of my regression sessions. Enjoy. I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see below you, or the very first impressions that you have as you come down to the surface.
A village, maybe?
And just tell me what you see when you look around.
Huts, thatched roofs.
Do you notice anything else?
Bearded face, furs.
Is that someone you're looking at?
Comes and goes.
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is to look down at where your feet are, and you will become aware of what you're wearing on your feet.
Sandals.
Can you describe them?
Leather. Straps, simple.
Now become aware of your body and tell me, what are you wearing on your body?
Something robe-like. Plain, rough, tan or gray.
And how long is the robe?
Past my knees.
Do you carry anything in your hands, or do you have anything other than the robe and sandals on you?
Some kind of head covering, not like a hat. Part of the robe, I think it's all one thing.
Are you in a male or a female body?
Male.
Young or old?
Probably older.
About what age?
40s maybe. Feels older.
Are you healthy?
Healthy.
Okay. So now become aware of what you're doing there.
I don't know. I think there's people around.
And how do you feel standing there, being among them?
A little chaotic, a little confused. I don't know if that's them or me.
Just become aware of what's happening around you and tell me if that feeling of chaos is because of you or if you're just observing it.
I think I'm seeing it.
Then become aware of what is causing it. Why does it feel chaotic there?
They're afraid of something.
And what are they afraid of? Something that's coming or something that's already there?
It's coming.
Are you there for a reason, or you just happen to be passing through?
I think I'm passing through.
And where are you heading?
I think I'm trying to learn something.
Okay. As you're standing there observing what is happening around you,
Sensing frantic thoughts, rushed movement.
on the count of 3, you're going to move a little bit forward in time to the moment that whatever the people are afraid of will arrive. 1, 2, and 3. So tell me what's happening around you.
Someone on a horse.
What do they look like?
Dark. Not what they look like necessarily, but dark. Kind of swooping in.
Is it just one person?
Almost seeing one, but it feels like more.
And what happens next?
They want something. Whether they're looking for someone or just taking things, I might be an elder or a priest. That's why I'm just standing there, waiting for them to come.
Are you an elder from this village?
Possibly.
And do they come to you?
It's like I'm standing there waiting for them. And it's like an expectation that I'm going to be there. Whether I'm from there or somewhere else, I don't know.
Are they looking for you now?
I don't know if they're looking for me or I was just supposed to stop them.
So as they arrive, what happens next? Do they come to you?
I stood up to them and they just ran right through me, so to speak.
Tell me what happened.
It's like I was standing there and then I was being blown away, almost literally.
Did they kill you? Or hurt you?
Killed me.
So I want you to imagine your spirit soaring above, feeling very calm and comfortable, but now your awareness will grow and you're going to gain a greater perspective on what you have just witnessed and went through. So what do you know?
It was a poor village. I didn't have a lot. I was standing in the center. The person on the horse, big horse. The word knight comes to mind, but it wasn't like armor or anything. Some kind of argument between me and whoever.
Did you know him before?
I don't think so. They were just stealing. I said no.
What was he stealing?
Livestock, maybe children. It's just whatever they wanted.
What is your role in that village?
Not sure. I think they looked up to me. They thought I could do something. I couldn't. I couldn't stop them.
And so as you're looking down at the village and the life you left behind, do you see what happens after you left the body?
They burned it. So senseless.
As you take your next breath, you're going to have a sensation of calm and healing flowing through your entire body, relaxing and comforting you, so that what you're observing is just information. I'd like you to look back at that life and let me know if you're aware of anything significant earlier in life that is important for you to know.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time detaching from that.
So I want you to look at this life from your soul perspective. And tell me, what did the soul want to learn in that particular life?
All I'm feeling is failure right now. And I couldn't prevent it. That could be the lesson, I don't know. It's strong.
Imagine yourself floating higher and higher until you reach a particular location called a healing chamber. And as you enter into this healing chamber, you feel yourself surrounded with unimaginable love, caring, healing, and support. And as you relax into this healing, you begin to realize that the very fact that you were willing to stand up for your village, willing to face this armed, powerful man who's standing there without a weapon, without a horse, unable to match him in power, that by itself is such an act of selfless love for your community and such a show of internal power that you begin to see that the outcome is not what it's all about. It was your decision and your actions that show your soul what you have learned. Are you beginning to realize that it is the decisions that you made in the face of danger, your commitment to your community, your love and care for them, that is the experience that your soul will be looking for? And tell me what you're experiencing.
The sadness of it all, the strength to standing up and showing that.
As you connect with your higher self, with your soul, you may begin to experience a beautiful, powerful light that begins to permeate everything as your higher self begins to merge with you, present itself to you. And as that happens, you begin to see everything from a perspective different from your human memory. This powerful light and love wraps you. And it communicates to you telepathically, so you just know things. So tell me what new information is coming to you.
It's always a choice. The choice not to live in fear.
And why was that experience significant for you?
Fear-based decisions have limited possibilities.
And so what is the learning that you took out of that experience?
Standing up for what is right can't be more important than survival.
Did that experience imprint on your soul memory? Did you carry that it can be dangerous, it can harm you and kill you through lifetimes to come?
Yes.
Okay. So is it time for us to heal that and let it go? And close that lesson? Good. So I would like you to really merge with your soul right now. And I want you to see the overpowering love that your soul has for you. You are so honored and so cherished for the choice that you made, standing up for those you care about in the face of danger. But your soul can acknowledge that it gave you a very negative, hurtful imprint of a memory. And so as you look back at that death, you're going to feel the wound in your body being mended and filled with the healing energy. And as that is being healed, allow that whole experience to drift from right in front of you, further and further back, until it recedes into a distance and becomes a small picture of something you used to remember. And as it recedes into the back, the emotional pain, the guilt, the sense of failure that you used to feel drifts away along with it. And there is a sensation that it physically leaves your body, so that your body begins to get lighter and clearer. So that energy that was holding you back, that was weighing you down, that was giving you a sense of being a failure, a sense of not being able to protect those that you care about, a feeling of not being their leader, just floats away. You have a memory of it, but not the emotional pain associated with it. And this memory recedes back until it becomes such a small dot in a distance. And you send into that small dot a beam of white light that fills that little dot until the dot disappears. And now that you have let it go, you may begin to feel a powerful sense of commitment and a knowing that you have a fearless ability to protect those you love. Now, do you have anything else that comes into your awareness as you adjust that perception? Perhaps anything else that your soul communicates to you?
Hearing it's time, but I don't know time for what.
Okay, so we're just going to ask time for what, and you can ask it in your mind. And just tell me the first thing that comes to you.
Time to move on.
And it is time to move on, is it not?
Yes.
Good. Do you feel that you have let go of that?
It's not as visceral.
And the coming days and weeks, you will continue to fill that memory, the beautiful healing light. And with every day, you will experience it diminishing in size, until one day you will realize that it is no longer affecting you at all. You can talk about it, but it is not controlling you in any way, physically, mentally, or emotionally. And it will happen really quickly, within a matter of days, or maybe weeks. It's up to you. So allow those images to float away. As you're floating direction to get letting go of simply floating away, being guided towards the most appropriate as you're drifting along, feeling coming to stop it and alignment is most appropriate. And as you reach that surface, I'd like you to tell me the very first thing that you become aware of below you.
Sandy, gravelly, hard packed surface, not grass. I don't know if it's a road or the ground yet.
As you look down at your feet, I'd like you to tell me what you're wearing on your feet.
It's kind of a leather shoe or boot, darker brown. Comes up higher on my leg. It's not hard. Not like a boot today.
Mm-hmm. Become aware of your body. What are you wearing on your body?
Some kind of leggings, not really pants. Some kind of animal skins.
Anything on top?
Something with fur in it. Like a skin that still has the fur on for warmth. I think I'm on a road. I think it might be winter.
How do you know?
I'm pretty sure I'm seeing snow.
Okay. Anything in your hands?
Yeah, I've got some kind of a staff, a walking staff.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily a weapon.
Are you in a male or a female body?
Male.
Young or old?
Younger. 30 maybe. Don't know why. I could be old given the way I'm dressed. But 30 comes to mind.
Are you healthy?
Yes.
Become more aware of your surroundings. So is the snow covering the road, or is it covering everything around you?
The road is relatively clear. Snow is it's like grasslands. It's open. The road is somewhere between a worn trail and a built-up road. It's definitely used.
And are you traveling?
Yes.
Where are you heading?
Not sure. First I was kind of getting a Viking kind of vibe, and when I started talking about the roads, I was getting a Roman feel, so I don't know when I am.
Don't worry about that. I want you to become more aware of your travels down this road, your experience. And it will become clearer to you where you're coming from, or perhaps where you're heading. Tell me what comes to you.
I think I was a soldier, but I'm not anymore. I've seen a lot.
Are you heading home?
I think so. For a long time.
Are you coming back from a war?
Yeah, I saw a lot. It was hard. A lot of people did not survive it. In the end, I don't know that we knew why we were there anymore. Not at the end.
Did you choose to be in it, or were you forced to be a soldier?
Oh, I think I chose it. I don't think it was against my will. That's why I'm confused now. It wasn't what it started out to be.
So when you left, was that just your decision and you could leave the army?
I don't think I'm hiding from the war. Or I'm not hiding from the military. I think I've been there so long it was like retirement. But in my head I'm hiding from it now. Don't want to remember it.
Whatever memories come to you, whatever images, you will feel very calm, very peaceful, and safe. As I count to 3, you will find yourself reaching your destination. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you see.
People are happy to see me.
Who's greeting you?
People of the village or town. It's not big, so people know people. Older people remember me leaving.
Are you injured in any way? You have any permanent scars, or are you okay?
Oh, I think I'm okay.
Okay, good. And so as you enter this town or village, tell me what you see around you.
Simple houses, thatched roofs, blacksmith. Nothing too complicated.
Can you tell me how people are dressed?
Skins, I think mostly. Things they made, but not a lot of cloth.
Do you see women around?
Yeah.
Are they wearing skins too?
No. Simple stuff, but cloth. Skins might be just because they're tougher.
What are the people saying to you as they're greeting you?
They're proud of me. They think I'm a hero. They made it back.
Were there other people from your village that went to war too?
Yeah.
Do they all come back?
No.
So what are you feeling as you're experiencing that greeting?
Guilt.
Why?
That made it. They didn't.
And so as you take your next breath, that cloud of guilt that you feel within yourself is traveling through your body as a cloud of energy. And I'd like you to imagine that the center of your chest, where I touch right here, opens up, and that cloud of guilt begins to float out. And as that cloud travels out of your chest, it's transmuted into beautiful, clear energy. Now, you may not understand why you were the one who returned while others did not. But it's not under your control to make people live and die. And so just allow that sense of guilt to float out. As you return to that experience, that greeting, is there anybody that comes forward that you recognize as your family or any loved ones?
I see a woman my age, someone I knew before.
Did you like her?
I did.
Did she like you?
Yes, we were so young.
And so how is she greeting you now?
Warmly. She's happy. She's distant. Emotionally. She has a family. It's been years. At least a decade.
Since you left?
Yes.
So I'd like you to move forward in time a little bit. Maybe a few days, a few weeks. As you begin to reintegrate into normal, peaceful life. What are your next steps?
I almost said I didn't fit in anymore. I didn't think I knew anything. Most of the people are farmers and whatnot. And I was gone. I didn't do that. I don't know that. But I think I was strong enough. I started blacksmithing.
Excellent. Do you stay in that village?
Yes.
How do you feel about blacksmithing?
It's therapeutic. That's something I can do. It's something I can contribute. It's good. It has purpose.
Good. And do you have your own home there?
Yes. Yes.
Do you live by yourself or with someone?
I'm mostly alone right now. I'm not married yet. Still getting rid of the other stuff. But it's good.
So on the count of 3, I'd like you to see yourself having a meal as you would on a regular day. 1, 2, and 3. And describe to me what you see or notice.
I'm somewhere simple. Like an inn or a pub kind of thing. It's simple. We don't get a lot of travelers.
And what do you see around you?
Fire, wooden table, a couple of people. It's also a place to talk. I gather.
Right. What are you eating?
Some kind of stew or something. A piece of bread. That's good.
Okay. So on the count of 3, I'd like you to move to the next significant event in that life experience. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what's happening.
I think we got religion. It's like I'm getting baptized, accepted into a church that is different than whatever we did before I left. It's like Christianity first showed up or something. I think I was a holdout for a while. That's why it was a big deal. Didn't join right away. I don't know if I was last, but I wasn't first.
Okay. And why were you a holdup?
I think it was the things I had seen. I wasn't ready for that leap of faith.
What changed your mind?
I think a woman talked me into it.
But
I don't know if we were married or talking about it, but if we were older, it might have been that same girl after her husband passed.
the one that you used to like?
The one I knew.
Are you together with her now?
Yeah.
And about how old are you now?
Oh, at least 40. Old. Old for the village.
So after you get baptized, how do you feel?
Part of something again. A different part of the community. Trying to find my spiritual self after all the very physical stuff.
Did you carry that guilt with you for all those years?
In some part, definitely. It had become more of a background, but it's not necessarily gone.
And so on the count of 3, just move to the next significant event. 1, 2, and 3. And tell me what you're experiencing.
The young men are being asked to go somewhere.
What is your reaction to that?
Both proud and sad. You can't go with them.
Do you wish you could go with them?
Part of me does. I want to protect them. I can tell them. I can try and prepare them. But they won't know. They really don't know.
And war is a horrible thing. And of course people get hurt. But you have done what you could to protect people that you care about. And you can't hold yourself responsible for saving everyone. Because every person has their own choice, don't they?
I know that. It's just hard.
Right, I understand. And so what do you do instead? Do you continue being a blacksmith in the village?
That's what I can do to help the village. And it does help. It's a good thing for as long as my body holds out.
So you serve them in the best way that you can?
Yeah.
And do you have your own children?
No.
Do you marry that woman that you loved?
We're together.
Okay. Does she have children?
Yes, from before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. That's part of it.
They go to war?
Yeah. That's why. Yeah.
So I'd like you to move on the count of 3 to the last day of that life. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what's happening.
Old, sick. I can't breathe. It's cold.
Where are you?
My house near a fire.
Is anybody else with you?
Yeah, she's still there.
And do you know what you're sick with?
It's a flu or something. It just hit hard.
Mm-hmm. Become aware of how old you are at this point.
Might be 50.
And become aware what happened with the sons. Were they able to return from the war?
Yeah. I think they're going to make it back. I don't know if they're on their way or if they made it. But I think we got word they were coming back.
Good. So as you take your last breath in that life, just allow your spirit to gently lift out of your body and just float above as you begin to feel warmer and more comfortable. And as your spirit looks down on the body and the life that it left behind, what comes to mind?
It was a good life. A long life.
What is it that you wanted to experience in that lifetime? What were the lessons you wanted to focus on?
I was finding my strength. Strength without fear. Finding strength that wasn't physical. Spiritual strength.
Okay. And how do you feel about that life? Did you succeed?
Yes.
Very good. Will there be other lifetimes in which that lesson will return?
Yes. It's never a done deal.
Okay. But you made an important step in that life. Progress.
Yes.
Excellent. So what I'd like you to do now is to allow all of those images to drift and float away. I want all of the consciousness and personality of Dave to once again return and fully integrate back into the body. I would like now to speak and ask questions of the higher self of Dave. May I speak to you and ask some questions?
Yes.
Thank you. So I know that the higher consciousness could have brought forward many different lifetimes for Dave to look at today. But you brought two lives. One of an older man that was killed trying to protect or stand up for his villagers. And one of a younger man who did go to war and stand up and protect what he thought was right. So can you help us understand the connection, the significance of those two life experiences, especially in relation to Dave's current life and concerns?
Standing up without fear. Leading by example.
Now, is it healthy for him to carry guilt with him?
No.
Was it realistic for him to feel guilty that he survived or he couldn't die with the younger men when the second war came?
Normal, self-imposed.
Mm-hmm. So that sense of it, we are responsible for everything around us. And when we don't save everybody around us, we feel that we failed. Is that showing up in his current life?
Yes.
And would it be healthier for him to let go of that sense of guilt and only take responsibility for his ability to stand up for what's right, regardless of how it turns out in the end?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to have you send him this strong sense, strong feeling of empowerment within his own decision making. However is appropriate for him to feel it in his body right now. It's this empowerment when he stands in his own truth, when he aligns himself with what is right. I wonder if that can also give him that sense of spiritual empowerment, spiritual balance. And as he feels that, remind him that every soul chooses its own path. And so he cannot take on the life choices and life outcomes of every person around him, no matter how close they are to him. Does that make sense to his conscious mind?
Yes.
Good. And that standing up for his villagers during all those years when he was a blacksmith was just as powerful and helpful as standing up for his villagers when he was killed in that first life. I want him to really sense it and tell me if there is anything else that is important for him to realize.
Do not doubt. Do not question. You know what you know.
Can you tell me, what did he choose as a lesson, as a purpose for this particular life experience?
Spiritual awakening.
Okay. And why is it important to him at this point?
That is the next step. Material life lessons have been learned. Successes, failures.
He is trying to figure out the next steps in his life path and focus on the things that are more aligned with his spiritual path. So I wonder if you can give him a message about those next steps. He wants to create a teaching learning center in South Dakota. Is that a good next step on his path?
Keep pushing in the direction you're going. The relationships you've made. The path will let itself be known.
Now, I want to once again create a very powerful wave of healing, of clearing any energetic residue that has been left behind by those two lives that were brought forward. The residue of the feelings of guilt, disempowerment, or anything else that is holding Dave back in this life can be cleared away and let go. A sweeping wind that just blows through his entire energetic field and body and sweeps away the energetic connections that have been holding him back. And there's a beautiful healing light that wraps him up, fills him with a sense of empowerment, an inner knowing of his own truth, connecting him with his pure heart, reminding him that he was true to his heart, and he could continue to be true to his heart and feel empowered by that. So I'm asking the higher consciousness to recede to where it belongs, with much love and thanks for the help and information that it has given Dave today. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you click on the bell, you will be notified of any of my future postings. Thank you. Bye.